Hello and welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to be talking a little bit about Heroes of the Storm, which is the upcoming MOBA from Blizzard. So first of all, the technical alpha has begun and it is very limited, though I think I will get in the next wave. I was a little bit late at shooting an email off to Blizzard, so maybe that will work, maybe not. Basically though, I will be ramping up my Heroes of the Storm coverage once I get some free time over the weekend to absorb what's going on, and then also when they let me in. So basically, I'm going to summarize some of the latest information that we've got on a few different blog posts. These cover mainly systems changes and some things like that, so this is probably the kind of thing that people who are already used to MOBAs will understand a little bit better. If you want a better idea of just what is going on with the game in general, then I will throw in my BlizzCon Heroes of the Storm video in the description, but I'm sure you'll be able to search around the internet and find some other stuff too. First of all, there are going to be 3 modes in the game. There's a practice mode, which has got like a full AI training thing, a co-op mode, which is 5 humans versus AI, and then finally a regular versus mode that is going to have a ranked mode coming in the future. The ranked will probably use a similar MMR system to StarCraft 2, which would absolutely make sense, and really that is the standard of fare. Now, while there are 3 modes, there are going to be quite a few maps. You've got Battleship Bay, or I think it's called Battleship Bay, maybe I'm getting confused with the level in Bioshock Infinite, but anyway, there are loads of different maps, and what's interesting about Heroes of the Storm is how the maps are all actually rather different in terms of their mechanics and that kind of thing. So just the regular versus mode, in my opinion, could end up resulting in a lot more just content than say what League has, where League is really just one map if you're going in the traditional 5v5 kind of main mode that's played. So yeah, there's that. Now next, in terms of unlocking heroes and how that works, well, every week there will be 6 free-to-play heroes, though initially you will only have access to 5, with the 6th being at level 7. The free pool of heroes that will then rotate every Tuesday to a new set, so if you're playing for free, you will always have some sort of interesting hero to try out every week. That's a pretty good system in my opinion. It gets everybody a chance to try out nearly everything over time. And it's basically the exact same system that League of Legends uses. I think League's system is actually quite nice. So yeah, overall, pretty good. Next, once you hit level 5, you'll be able to unlock gold. And gold is, I suppose, the main in-game currency. Then there are also daily quests in the game, which will reward gold as well. So I guess that's a bit of a similar system to what they're going for with Hearthstone. I think that's definitely a good thing. It always just kind of gives you this incentive to keep on playing, and I think that does work out quite well. The game has a experience system, so basically as you play matches and do things like that, you will gain experience, and as you gain experience you will, of course, level up. And at level 1 you will unlock quests, at level 2 you will unlock cooperative mode, at level 3 you'll unlock versus mode, at level 5 you'll unlock the ability to earn gold, then at level 6 you'll get daily quests, at 7 you'll get the additional free-to-play hero slot, at level 9 you'll get hero talents, at level 10 you'll get hero quests, and then at level 20 you will get epic hero quests. Now these hero quests seem to be related to unlocking different tints for your skins, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So basically, just to give you the lowdown, you start off with 6 free heroes, you have 6 ones every week. Then if you want to buy another hero, you can buy it for in-game gold or for real cash. Either is good, so you can definitely save up and then get extra heroes for free. And of course, the benefit of buying a hero is you can play it at any point in time instead of just having to wait for it to appear on the free rotation. Then your heroes can also have mounts, and these help them get around the map quicker, and you can purchase different mounts. Of course, there is a base one that you start off with, obviously for balance reasons, but that is another thing that can be purchased. In terms of customization, your heroes can be customized with different skins, and these skins are purchased with money. I do not believe that they can be purchased for gold, which is fine because they are completely cosmetic and do not affect gameplay. In terms of skins and mounts though, they also have a thing called tints, and well, a tint is just a color tint for them. Basically a bit like a dye in some other MMOs, just as an example. Now these tints are unlocked via doing those hero quests that I talked about earlier. So if you really are into a hero, then hopefully that means you'll be able to unlock a variety of interesting tints to show off the fact that you really are pretty dedicated to that hero, which definitely sounds like a very nice way of providing some not endgame progression, but just, well, basically more progression into the game. So overall, that is pretty damn good in my opinion. And actually just looking at some of the different heroes and skins, they look fantastic in my opinion. I think it's really nice, and it's cool seeing some of the crossovers between the Blizzard franchises. So for an example, there is a Diablo Murloc, and it's this like giant big beastly thing. It's pretty damn cool in my opinion. So in terms of pricing, well, we don't know exactly what prices are going to be obviously, because it's still during the testing phase. But right now, heroes can either cost 2,000 gold, 5,500 gold, or 10,000 gold each. And then the skins will cost $14.99. In terms of the US dollar price for heroes, currently all we know is that the heroes that cost 5,500 gold will be the equivalent of $7.49. Basically, there are some heroes like, say, Jim Raynor, who are pretty cheap, they only cost 2,000 gold. Then some of the slightly more rare ones, like, say, Falstad Wildhammer, Illidan, they cost 5,500. And currently there are some characters like, say, Kerrigan or Nova, who will cost the full 10,000 gold. So that is essentially it for what they covered in the blog. Basically, they talked a little bit about leveling up, some stuff about skins, and just really, that's kind of about it. Honestly though, this game is looking extremely interesting, and I like the inclusion of a quest system for just all the reasons I said back there. It's just nice having something that you can go in and do that will reward you in one big chunk for the day. I think that's really good. I like the mount system. I also like the fact that you can get so many different kinds of mounts and all the different tints for them. I think that's great. Hell, you can even get the Whimsyshire ponies from Diablo 3, which I think is perfect, honestly. I don't think anyone could disagree with that being absolute perfection, so it's definitely good to see that. In general, the business model does seem quite fair. You can buy everything with in-game gold. Hopefully the rates of acquisition for gold are quite fair, and I'm pretty sure they will be based on Hearthstone. I think that Hearthstone really struck the balance well, so hopefully they will be able to on Heroes. In terms of the prices for skins, like, yeah, $14.99 might seem like a lot to some, but they are completely... they're just completely cosmetic. Also, they are not final prices. They were very, very, sure that they would tell people this. Not final prices, totally subject to change. So that's really just going off what we basically know at the minute. And then also, I think that Try Me feature is very good for heroes. I'm not too sure if League of Legends has always had that, or even has it now, but I remember back when I played it, the game didn't really have that. So, for an example, I wanted to try, I think it was Caitlyn, because I'm interested in ranged characters. So I was like, okay, well, how does Caitlyn play? Well, I had to go and look up videos, so being able to use this special custom test map that they have to try a hero before you buy it, I think is a really fantastic addition. And anyway, yeah, that's basically it for this video. Little run over the systems, sort of ideas. You can check out my old BlizzCon video, which, okay, maybe quality won't be as great, but hey, it'll give you some information. And then if you just basically head on to YouTube or twitch.tv, I'm sure you'll see the game in action. I do plan on doing pretty much exhaustive coverage of it if I can get into the technical alpha, so yeah, Blizzard community managers, let me in, and I'll send you muffin baskets for the next 5 years. And if you let me into Warlords of Draenor too, I'll send you muffin baskets and cookie baskets. I think that's a pretty good, damn good deal, honestly. Anyway, that is it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.